Alright guys, it is day 5 of fixing one thing on this E46 drift missile until it's ready for drift. And today I want to solve an issue I've been having with a laggy throttle. We fixed the starting issue in a previous video, but now when I give it exactly, it wants to bog out after it revs. And then sometimes it revs like crap and then wants to bog down again. It just sounds like shit. I mean, I was on the gas. So hopefully we can fix that today. So I've put a brand new mass airflow sensor in it already, and it didn't seem to help the issue much. The start issue was this leaky injector, which no longer leaks. So today what I have is a set of new spark plugs. So let's get the cover torn off and put these in. Alright, cover's off, coils are out, and we are ready to pull these old plugs out. Alright, so all the old plugs are out, all the new ones are lined up. You can tell they're definitely carboned up, but they don't look terrible. So I don't know where my spark plug socket's at. So right here I have the coil, and then I'm just gonna go down in the hole. It's a nice little trick if you don't have a spark plug socket or can't find yours. Give it a couple twists, pull it out, and she's in. And then you do the same with the next one. I did the same to get them out. Alright guys, we're about ready to start it back up. My dog is insisting I play with a stick, but we're gonna go ahead and give her a fire up, see if she runs any better. Fired right up, let it idle down for a second. Didn't help it. God dang it. You can kind of hear how it bogs. Alright, so I let her warm up for a little while, and now it seems to rev almost perfect. Has a little bit of a bog, but it doesn't stumble and it just revs right up. So definitely have to keep looking into this issue. Alright, so we're still chasing down the laggy throttle and slight misfire issue. Brand new plugs, mass sensor. I really wish I wouldn't have lost my scanner, because that would definitely help me narrow this down. Definitely have one on order, but for the time being, I went ahead, I had it idling, and I sprayed some brake clean all over, trying to chase down what could be a vacuum leak. And in between cylinder 3 and 4, it seems like when you hit down by the intake runner with brake clean, it changes idle. So I believe I have a bad intake gasket, and we're gonna go ahead and try and get that changed out real quick. Alright guys, intake is off. And it looks like they had probably reused some of these gaskets because they're extremely smushed down. Shit ton of silicone on them. So we're gonna go ahead and clean up all of these ports, slap some new gaskets in them. And one thing I would like to bring up is whoever messed with this car last. Let me see if I can't find a good example. Right there, man. If you ever zip tie shit on a car, please don't leave the freaking tails. My hands are so cut up right now. There's another one over here. Yeah, right there. Oh my god. Zip ties, especially under when you're blindly reaching. God damn, them things are sharp. Got these intake runners cleaned up, or these ports cleaned up. Pretty decent. I cleaned up some of the wiring, some of the exposed wiring down here, and rerouted it so I would have way more room to get the injector harness up out of the way. And I went ahead and I cleaned up all the ports on the head for the intake. So let's slap some new gaskets in here and then go ahead and bolt it down. And I went ahead and cleaned up all of the ports on the head, getting all the dirt and silicone out. Now, if you look down, I don't know if you can see any, see some chunks down there. I'm gonna go ahead and spray everything out with some air and then bolt it back down and see if it starts and runs better. One last thing I forgot to share is down here on this little breather fitting, vacuum line fitting, whatever you want to call it, there was this little nipple block off, and it's extremely dry rotted. It did have the nipple on it, but when I went to pull it off, it crumbled into a bunch of pieces. So I'm gonna go ahead and go grab some gas line and a bolt and block that off. Well guys, I found another issue with this car, especially doing this intake. This stud had been stripped out and somebody had JB welded it down in there. So, of course, the intake is most of the way back on. Now I have to pull it back off so we can fix it properly. Alright, so I blew the hole out with some compressed air and ran a drill bit down it to clear out all the way down to the bottom. You can see it nice and shiny in there. And I have a tap. It's a 7.0 by, or 7.0 by 1.00. And we're gonna go ahead and tap this hole out. Alright guys, you can see we have some brand new threads in that hole. So let's go ahead and slap the intake on for the second time. She is all back together. To my knowledge, I might have forgot something, but it looks like all the sensors are plugged in. Oh, on my vacuum lines, I do need to hook up my throttle cable real quick. Alright, that's hooked up. So I believe we can go ahead and try and start this rig. Shoo, she is dusty in here. Been doing some body work, so everything is coated in dust. But let's give her a go. 316,000 miles. Speedometer doesn't work, so it's not going up anymore. Let her figure herself out. There we go. Okay, run like shit. We got a misfire. We got a couple misfires. We got a lot of misfires. Uh-oh. Nope, something's messed up. Alright, so had a fuel line pop off and soak everything, including the exhaust down here in gas, which it was warm, so it's all gone now. Fire extinguisher on standby, and let's give her another whirl. Alright, that's a good sign. That's not. Oh, there we go. Still sounds like there's a slight miss, but it's not as bad as it used to be. A little hesitation. But I did just change a lot. It's not getting the vacuum leaks like it was, so I'm gonna give her a test drive and see how she is. Initial thoughts, so much better. I mean, when I freaking first hit the gas, she is just on it. Used to break up for, I mean, I'd be 2 minutes down the road and it'd be shuddering and breaking up every time I hit the throttle, and yeah, so much better right now. Well guys, it looks like that finally did it. No more misfire, no more throttle hesitation. So I'm glad we finally got the that fixed. I guess it's gonna wrap up today's video. So hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll catch you in the next one.